Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be another, maybe I'll start calling these like car chit chats that I just talk to you guys about random things that I guess that I've been through. I'm normally a really private person, like nobody knows anything about me except for like my really close friends, and that's it, and my family or whatever. So maybe I can do these little, because it's not like putting my business out there like or anything like that. Anything that I talk about will be from the past. So like while I'm driving, because I think about a lot of different things while I'm driving. I always have conversations in the car like in my head while I'm driving, so like I can start talking to you guys about them while I'm driving. So what I want to talk about today is heartbreak. We have all been there one way or another. I have had my share of devastation. Heartbreak, whether it be you losing someone, like I lost both my parents, and like, so the heartbreak can be from anything, but I'm gonna talk about all types of heartbreak. Heartbreak may be different for you, it could be different, it's gonna be different for everybody, because when my parents passed, my heart was broken. In relationships, I've had my heart broken. I actually went through like a double heartbreak because my mom passed, and when my mom passed, I was going through something with the person I was with at the time, and we were pretty much, I guess you could say, at the end of our rope, and we were engaged, and I had packed up and moved away. I moved where he lived, and we were engaged and all this stuff, and it didn't work out. Well, I was dealing with the situation with him and us possibly being broken up, because at that point, you know, when we get it in our head that something is wrong or something happened, that's just it. It happened. It's wrong, and you're not gonna tell me no different, especially if you don't have no proof. So in my mind, you know, here I am going through this breakup, even though I was still there. And then in the midst of all of this, my mom died. So I was already hurt because of what I was going through with him. And then literally like I said, in the middle of he and I, like what we were going through, that's when I received the call that my mom died. So at that point, my anger and heartbreak, I think it was more anger than anything. It shifted from anger to mourning. So I didn't even have time to go through the other emotions, any other emotions, if I would have went through them because of my breakup, because I immediately shifted from that to my mom or whatever. So, and he and I, like, it was a tough time, because when I shut down, for anybody that knows me knows that, like, when I shut down, and I've grown from this, I don't do this anymore. But the whole shutdown thing, you just, you know, walking past a person in the same household as you, and you guys aren't talking for days, weeks, where it was, in my case, a whole month or whatever. I was just walking past this person, but it was his fault as to why I was walking past him. But like I said, in that month is when my mom died. So my heart was like broken in two different places. And we always feel like, you know, we go through things and we always feel like we are not gonna make it. Like, when we experience heartbreak, it's like, oh my God, I'm hurting, I'm crying, I don't know how I'm gonna make it. Like, we always feel like that. If it's like a serious thing, I'm not gonna say we always feel like that. Maybe you guys don't. But when I'm going through something and I feel like I'm all in, and when I know it's the end, I'm the type of person that I would much rather go through the tough part, the heartbreaking, the crying, the all of that stuff, and leave the person, rather than stay with the person and continue to be crying because of what we may be going through or what they may be putting me through. To me, it's easier to leave. I maybe taking the easy way out isn't the best thing, but sometimes we tend to stay in relationships or situations that we know we shouldn't be in, with a person we know we shouldn't be with. I mean, that's just what we do. And I have learned to not do that. If it's something that I'm not supposed to be in, or with someone I'm not supposed to be with, I've learned to let go. And, not to say that we aren't going to go through things, because you're going to go through things with whoever you're with. But we have to learn to let go. And when we know, as women, we always know when it's time to let go. A lot of times we just don't want to, because we're going to miss this person, or we really love this person, or we don't want to deal with the heartbreak of the after, or we don't want to start over. One thing that I have learned is, when we're going through the hole, we don't want to start over. When I feel like God or the universe or whoever you believe in, pray to, or whatever, when it is time for us to let a person go, it's like you will continuously go through things with this person to the point where it is like tearing you down until you let them go, because this isn't the person that you're supposed to be with. So it's almost like God makes you go through things until you finally say, okay, enough is enough, and I have to let this person go. And another thing I want to say is, because after I got through that breakup and I moved back home, time went on, and I've healed, because like I said, I had to go through the mourning part of my mom. At that point, my relationship just kind of took a back seat. Like, my feelings from the relationship just kind of took a back seat, and I was just mourning. So nothing else mattered at that point. But so I get through that. Time goes on. Years pass, I guess, at that point. And I meet someone else. And this guy is so nice. He's just so nice. He's so attentive. He's so sweet, and just was treating me like I was the best thing since sliced bread. And we're going through the whole relationship. He's like, oh, I want you to move in with me, and all this kind of stuff. And even though it had been some time since my breakup, I was like, okay, no. I moved down here, had to move back into my parents' house, and I moved out and I got my own place. I'm not willing to let my place go again and move in with anybody and start over, and for it not to work. So of course I was scared. I didn't move in. Good thing I didn't. But I ended up finding out he cheated. And when I found out he cheated, he was so mean about it. Like, he was trying to be, and when I say he was mean about it, it's like he didn't talk to me mean or treat me mean or anything like that. Well, I take that back. He didn't talk to me mean, because after I found out, it was almost like a relief for him. Almost like he was like, okay, she knows now, so it's out there. It's almost like he didn't care anymore because he was caught. I don't know. But when I found, and I'm like, what we do as women, we're trying to talk to him, figure out why you did what you did, all these questions we can ask or whatever, and this person just acted like it was nothing. You would have thought I was a horrible person and caused this person so much grief to the point that they were like, finally, like, oh, I don't have to deal with her anymore. And that's not the type of person I am. So I got through, like, I went through that, and I couldn't understand. My issue was, like, I wasn't heartbroken because of me finding out he was cheating. That part never even really fazed me, as crazy as that sounds. What bothered me so much is how he treated me after I found out. Because like I tell you guys, I'm really big on teaching people how to treat you. So I'm really big on how, like, I'm treated by people. So when he treated me like he didn't care, that literally drove me insane. Like, I could not wrap my head around, me, Nidiya, how could someone treat me so bad after they've done something to me and it not faze them one bit? That was mind-blowing to me. When I say it drove me crazy, it made me feel so sad. When I say I was sad, I threw myself into some stuff and just was like becoming obsessed with this stuff, because this was the only way that was helping me get through this situation. Like I said, my friends would ask me like questions about the cheating and about the girl and all this stuff, and I'd be like, I honestly don't care about any of that. Like, that's not the part. I don't want to know about any of that, because that's not what is bothering me. Did I like that he cheated? Heck no. But it's not like I was dismissing, like, oh, man, cheating. No, it wasn't that type of thing. It was more so about me. Like, why would he do this to me? I'm great. I'm an awesome person. I was an awesome girlfriend. Like, why would he do this to me? And when it comes down to it, we have to learn to just take things as a lesson when they are a lesson. And I figured out in the midst of that process that it was a lesson. And I know now, years later, that it really was a lesson. So when God is trying to pull, and I kept going and trying to go back to him for answers, because I just couldn't figure it out how he could do me that way. And when God is trying to take you away from someone, we need to get out of our own way a lot of times and realize this is not the person that I'm supposed to be with. Move out of our own way and take it for what it is. My situation was a lesson, and it was a lesson that I needed. Like, the guy that did that to me, if I saw him today, I'd probably be like, what's up? Like, nothing happened, because it was a lesson that I needed. And I thank God to this day for the lesson, because the lesson that I got from that and going through that situation led me to where I am today. And when I tell y'all, I don't think y'all understand how grateful I am for him doing what he did and cheating. And I don't even know if he ended up with the girl. I couldn't tell you. I have no clue. But I am so grateful, so thankful that he did what he did, because it pushed me into the learning. It pushed me into teaching myself. It pushed me into, I was obsessing over like everything that I was learning, but everything that I was learning is something that I needed to learn. And I probably wouldn't have learned it if it wasn't for going through what I went through with him. Like, when I tell you, I'm really, really grateful for what he did. He could have handled it better, of course, but if he'd have handled it any different, then I probably wouldn't have thrown myself into the learning that I threw myself in. So, like, now I'm where I need to be with who I need to be with, and it is awesome because of all of the things that I learned because of that breakup. Had it not been for that breakup, I don't think I would be where I am right now. I know I wouldn't be where I am right now. So I like to tell him, he won't see this video, but thank you. I needed that. You just learn how to handle people better than you handled me. But the lesson in the end of it, hey, I needed it. Like, we go through, we like I said, we have to just figure out when it's not meant for us and take the lesson from it. Grieve how you want to grieve, cry however you want to cry, do whatever you need to do. Just let the person go, and you do what is best for you. That's just another one of my car chats, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what y'all think about these little car chats, because I be having a lot of stuff on my mind that I can talk about. So if I can talk about it with y'all, I'll talk about it, okay? But if you see this video, let me know what you think, guys. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and subscribe to my channel. You guys have really been subscribing to my channel all day today, and I really appreciate it. Oh yeah, it's my birthday, guys. If you see this video out there in the YouTube world, December 28th, it is my birthday, and I turn 38 years old. Look at this, 38 years old, yes. But thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you guys in another video, maybe in a day or so. Bye, guys.